What is up, Pete Sweeney here with your Emerald Coast relocation experts. In this video right here, we're going to be talking about the cost of living of Pensacola, Florida. Let's go. When we're talking about the cost of living of Pensacola, what we're really talking about is the mainland of Pensacola. We're not breaking too much into Pensacola Beach, so those numbers might definitely go up a little bit as you're going more out to the beach as opposed to the mainland of Pensacola. So what are we looking at? So we do the cost of living index here. What we like to do with that is where your 100 is your national average. If it's higher than that, obviously it's more expensive. If it's lower, then it's cheaper than your national average. So what we're looking at, we're talking about Pensacola overall, everything lumped into one sum. Overall is 87.2, so not that bad. Pretty cheap as compared to the rest of the nation. Even cheaper compared to the rest of Florida. Florida overall is a 103.1, so it's even cheaper than your cost of living in Florida. We're going to go over a few more of these cost of living indexes, but stick around, guys, because I'm really going to be breaking deep into the real estate and what you could expect to be paying when purchasing a house here in Pensacola. First category that we're going to break into outside of the overall is your grocery. What does your grocery look like on the cost of living index? You're looking at a 96.6, so still lower than your national average, even lower than Florida, which comes in at a 102.8, so a little bit cheaper. I will tell you, and I'm going to give you a quick heads up, that if you are planning on going out to the beach or Gulf Breeze, which is the next city right between Pensacola and Pensacola Beach, you are going to be spending a lot more on groceries. The further out you get, the more expensive groceries are going to be. If you are planning on moving on the outside of the mainland, expect to be paying a little bit more for your groceries. The next category that we're going to be covering is your health. So your healthcare. What does it take to go in and get a doctor visit or all that healthcare that you really kind of need? So if we're looking at healthcare on the cost of living index, you're looking at a 98.1, so still below your national average and still even lower than Florida, with Florida coming in at a 102.3. So the cost for healthcare here in Pensacola isn't bad whatsoever. It's still under national average. Anytime I see it under national average, I think that's an awesome thing. Maybe a great spot to kind of check out. This is the one that's going to blow your mind, and we're going to be talking about housing, how much it costs to rent and purchase a house in Pensacola. Before I break into that, guys, if you are loving this content, can you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, maybe the notification bell that we're notified every single time that we put out a brand new video. Also, we are your Emerald Coast relocation experts, so if you are looking for a licensed real estate agent to help you with purchasing a property between Destin, Pensacola, everything in between, why don't you give us a call, give us a text on the phone number right below. Give us a call or text. We will get back to you no matter what. All right, let's go ahead and break into the housing. What we're looking at on the cost of living index, you're looking at a 63. So that's pretty insane between renting and also purchasing a house. That's what's incorporated into that number is 63. That's pretty awesome that you can still buy something for cheap in Pensacola, Florida. In comparison, Florida overall is a 101.1. So it's almost half. I mean, not quite half, but almost there, right? almost half of what it costs to buy in the rest of Florida as compared to Pensacola. Now let's break into the meat and potatoes of that. What are we looking at if you're looking at purchasing a house? What's the median sales price of housing in Pensacola? So overall, if we put everything lumped into one sum, you're looking at a median sales price as of February of 2023 of $289,000. Let's break it in a little deeper. Let's look at your single family homes. If you're looking at purchasing a single family home in Pensacola, you're looking at a median sales price of $285,000. So that's even lower than your bunched overall. And this one I had to double check this number a few times. I was like, wait, this isn't right because this isn't typical. Typically you see that your attached is cheaper than your single family. That's not the case in Pensacola. You're looking at a median sales price. If you are looking at buying an attached, so we're talking about your condo, townhouse, row home products, you're looking at a median sales price of $398,000. That is crazy that it is that much more expensive. The only thing I could think of is maybe some luxury condos that are kind of put up on the bay and they're a little bit more expensive than your single family products that are within Pensacola. The next category that we're going to be going over is utilities. So what is it going to cost to heat and cool your home? We're looking at a 105.1 on the cost of living index. This is the most expensive according to the cost of living outside of all these categories that we're talking about. It's actually even more expensive than Florida, which comes at a 101.1. So more expensive than Florida and also more expensive than your national average. The next category that we're going to be going over is your transportation. What does that incorporate? That incorporates how much it costs to fuel up your car, how much it costs to take public transit, all these different things kind of put into that. You're looking at 89.8, so still pretty good, below national average. What we're looking at comparing that to the rest of Florida. The rest of Florida, you're looking at a 112.6, so that's a huge gap right there between the state and one of the cities in regards to the cost of transportation in Pensacola, Florida. The final category that we're going to be going over is your miscellaneous. What is your miscellaneous? It's your shopping, it's your eating out at restaurants, all those things kind of put into one. Your miscellaneous on the cost of living index, you're looking at a 97, and this is actually one of the other ones that's more expensive than the rest of Florida, where Florida actually comes in at an 87.6, so almost 10 points higher than the rest of Florida, what it costs in order to do all that shopping inside of Pensacola. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We appreciate you constantly sticking around and seeing all this content that we're putting out. If you are appreciating this content, would you do us a huge favor? Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time we put out a new video. We're also going to put in that phone number below. If you are purchasing real estate in the Emerald Coast, destined all the way over to Pensacola, we're there to help you out with all your real estate needs. And until next time, we love ya. Bye.